How to use tax deductions to slash your real estate tax bill. Most real estate investors are literally handing thousands of dollars to the IRS every single year. And the worst part? It's completely legal to keep that money. I'm talking sometimes even $10,000 you could be pocketing right now. Today, I'm breaking down the exact deductions the IRS lets you take, how to claim them, and what paperwork you actually need so you stop leaving money on the table. Let's jump in. Part 1. The mortgage interest deduction. Here's the thing that shocks people every single time. You can deduct the interest portion of your mortgage payment. Not the principal, just the interest, and this is massive. Let's say you own a rental property with a $300,000 mortgage at 6.5% interest. Your first year mortgage interest alone is roughly $19,500. That's $19,500 you can deduct directly from your taxable income. If you're in the 24% tax bracket, that's worth about $4,680 in actual tax savings. Year 1. But here's what most people miss. You need to itemize deductions to claim this. That means instead of taking the standard deduction, which for 2024 is around $14,600 for single filers, you add up all your deductions: mortgage interest, property taxes, repairs, everything. Once your total hits higher than the standard deduction, you start winning. For most rental property owners, especially those holding multiple properties, itemizing is the move. You're almost always going to hit that threshold. Track your mortgage statement. The interest breakdown is usually right there on your monthly statement. If you can't find it, call your lender. They're required to send you a 1098 form anyway at the end of the year that spells out exactly how much interest you paid. Part 2. Property taxes, repairs, and operating expenses. Property taxes are another straight deduction. Every single dollar you pay to your county or local government for property taxes on rental property can be deducted. If you're paying $6,000 a year in property taxes, that's $6,000 off your taxable income. Now here's where most people leave the biggest money on the table. Repairs and maintenance. The IRS lets you deduct repairs that keep your property in good condition. New roof? Deductible. Fixed the plumbing? Deductible. Painted the walls? Deductible. The threshold is simple. Does this fix the property or does it improve it? If you replace a broken window, that's a repair. Deductible. If you upgrade to luxury smart windows, that's a capital improvement. Not deductible in 1 year, but you depreciate it over time. Here's what kills your deductions: bad documentation. You need receipts. Actual receipts. Not just the total amount you remember spending. Keep records from contractors, hardware stores, everything. Take photos before and after. The IRS wants proof. Let me give you real numbers. If you own a rental property and spend $12,000 in repairs and maintenance in a year, that's $12,000 you're not paying taxes on. At a 24% tax rate, that's almost $3,000 back in your pocket. And that's just one category. You can also deduct property management fees if you're not managing it yourself. You can deduct advertising costs to find tenants. You can deduct utilities if you're paying them, insurance, WA fees, landscaping. The list goes on. Part 3. Depreciation and the biggest deduction most people ignore. Depreciation is where this gets crazy. The government assumes your building loses value every year. Not the land, just the building. And they let you deduct that theoretical loss. For residential rental property, you depreciate over 27.5 years. Here's the math. If your property cost $400,000 and the building itself is worth $320,000, you can deduct about $11,600 per year. For 27.5 years straight, That's $11,600 in deductions even though you're not actually spending any money. At a 24% tax bracket, that's almost $2,800 per year in tax savings. The catch? You need to figure out the land value and building value separately. Get an appraisal or use your property tax assessment. Then work with a CPA to calculate your depreciation basis correctly. You report depreciation on Form 4562 in Schedule E. This is where a tax professional actually matters. The setup costs may be $500 to $1,000, but you're recouping that in year 1 on the depreciation deduction alone. Call to action. Here's your action plan. Get every receipt organized. Open a spreadsheet. Document every dollar spent on repairs, maintenance, and improvements. Find your mortgage interest on your 1098 form. Add up your property taxes. Then sit down with a CPA who handles real estate investors. The people winning with real estate aren't working harder. They're just keeping more of what they earn. If this helped you, smash that subscribe button right now. We drop real money moves every single week that actually move the needle. Thanks for watching.